he's quite.
I'm too short. Hello, welcome to the press conference. The manager and Scott McTominay are here to take your question. If you'd like to put your hand up, we do have a translator with us, so please bear with us. Questions, please.
大家下午好，欢迎来到本次的赛前发布会。我们现在场上的是主帅索尔斯科亚和球员斯科特麦克托米纳。然后大家如果提问的话，请注意我们有翻译的时间，谢谢。可以提问第一个问题了。
Hi Ole, looking for some injury updates. Is Lukaku fit to play, and how's Lindelof after the other night?
Lindelof's fine, and Lukaku won't be fit, no. He's been working with the physios the last few days, so I don't think he'll make this one either.
Do you regret at all bringing him out here? Has it still been worth it to bring him here? He's not been able to play, obviously. Train much.
Well, he got injured in training, so he had to stay here. It's not too bad. And if it was worse, we would have sent him home. But he's been working with the physios in the gym and stuff, so no.
Hi Ole, it's been a very positive tour so far. Team playing well. I know you've said you're working on one or two more signings, but if you weren't to get any more players in, would you be confident with the current squad you've got of moving up the table and having a successful season?
Well, I believe in these players. I'm sure that we could do well, but it's both short term and long term. So of course, when we're working on something, that means that we've identified something that could improve us. If it's to be or not to be, let's see. But these players, as you said, we've played well, we've performed well, we've had some good results, and the whole pre-season so far has been encouraging. But it's not about winning games in pre-season. It's about finding a way that we want to play, and it's getting to the starting line with as many as possible in as good a shape as possible, and the team to be gelling.
刚才的问题是针对之后的计划，好之后的比赛，在体能上能够有所储备。
Ole, it does seem very different to a lot of other pre-seasons we've been on in terms of the intensity of the games. Is that with the idea of hitting the ground running against Chelsea?
Yeah, I think it's important that we, as I've said before, start well, because you give yourself a chance then if you have a good start. But then again, it feels like a little bit of a new start. We want to find a way of a style that we want to play on the front foot, so it has to start sometime, and it's easier in pre-season than in the middle of a season. Of course, we spoke about this over the course of the last 6 months as well, and we're laying a foundation both mentally and physically, and with like a team building. The tour's been very good as a team building one as well.
Hi Ole, going back to the transfer market, any frustration that you've not been able to get more over the line? I mean, we've seen Aaron and Daniel, for example, come in and hit the ground running, but sometimes it's not easy to acclimatise being a Manchester United player. Would you have liked more in to get them used to being, at Manchester United?
It will take time for any player to adjust to Man United. Apart from me, it took me 6 minutes in the first game. It's. I'm very happy with the two that you've mentioned, and we've got to be patient, because it's a long haul, and it's very important we get the right ones in, and that's so we can't just jump on when you hit a hurdle and jump on a different path. So no, my feelings, I've not had a frustrating feeling at all.
Question from Shanghai Evening News for the manager. So we know that Manchester has a huge base of fans in China, and when you were a football player with the team, you've been to Shanghai for several times. Yeah. So what is your most memorable moment in Shanghai? And till now, this week when you come here, what is the most impressive moment too? Thank you.
I remember it's almost 20 years ago when I was here. I scored 2 goals, which was fantastic for me as a player. Of course, I've changed as well, and the city of Shanghai has changed. It's as I said before in an event, it's a majestic city. It's got everything you'd want for in a city. And for me as a manager now, to see all the fans outside the training ground or the stadiums we've been training on, the hotel, we know that we have many fans here. So I hope we could repay by playing a good game tomorrow, but also showing who we are as human beings when you sign autographs and you take pictures with them.
Good afternoon, Scott and Ollie. I won't ask you how impressed you were with the translator. One for each of you. Firstly, Scott, how intense has this pre-season been compared to other pre-seasons? I mean, I know you've not had many, but in terms of the level that the manager's asking, and also, Ollie, with the restructuring of the academy, how more streamlined or easier is it going to be for young talent like Scott to come through in the next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, of course, we've had pre-seasons before in the first team, and it has been very different, and I think everybody can see that in the training that we've had. And I was lucky enough to experience a Warren Joyce pre-season as well, so I was ready. I knew what to expect coming back this year, and obviously it's important for me to try and hit the ground running and do the best you can in training. We've had a real positive reaction from every single player in the group, and it's about putting that into the matches now. It's about the small details and different things that we can improve on as a group and take that into the matches in the season upcoming.
Since he's not finished his question.
Sorry. No, Scott is a good example on what we expect from our youngsters, or what we hope from our youngsters. Of course, he's being patient. I hope he's going to break through properly this season, or I'm sure he's going to have a great impact on the team. And with Nicky now having the job that it'll be more. Nicky knows what we want from players. He knows what the demands are and the standards are for young players coming through. There's always been a big void since I was at the club when I took the reserves. How is the pathway going to be from under 18s till first team? It's a difficult one. We've got different examples, but we are based on. This club has been based on young players coming through, and we will always rely on kids coming through, and Nicky's going to be in charge of that.
Okay. Try again now.
Yeah.
Scott, since that sort of famous class of '92 group came through, there have been players who've come through the academy and made the grade, the Fletchers, the Wes Browns, but we haven't really seen as large a group as we're now seeing sort of come through in one go. Is that particularly exciting that there's so many of you that you can bounce off each other? But also, does what the class of '92 did, does that put a lot more extra pressure on players like yourself and Mason, Angel, Axel to flourish and to succeed?
Yeah, obviously that class of '92 was absolutely exceptional, and obviously it's going to be very difficult to replicate something like that, and it's going to be more or less impossible. It's such an amazing year for them, but as I say, we've got a good group of young boys who are ready to learn and who are ready to go the extra mile and do everything to try and get in the team and push some really senior pros to get their places, and that's going to be my aim, and that's going to be Axel's aim, Mason as well. So it's important that all the boys come together and have that real solid team spirit that young players always have going through the age groups from under 9s to under 21s, and that's the most important thing for us.
2 questions, one for Scott, one for Ollie. First of all, Scott, what's the heat and humidity like to play? It's hard enough to walk around here, so what's it like actually training and playing tomorrow as well?
Yeah, obviously it's one of them ones. As a footballer, you have to go all around the world and play in different places. You go to Spain, places like this, and obviously you come here and it is hot and it's humid, but as I said yesterday, there's a lot of excuses that the lads can make, and to not have a really positive training session, not have a positive sort of end to the first leg of the tour, but everybody's responded so well to the conditions, and it's important that we go out tomorrow night and put everything that we've been working on in training into a match as well.
刚才的问题是
Ollie, I know it might be hard to believe looking outside now, but 4 hours ago when Tottenham were here, it was flooded because there was such a storm. Have you had any word about the pitch? Obviously, we're not playing here tomorrow, but is there any word on the state of the pitch? Because obviously last time United were in China, the match was called off due to the issues surrounding the pitch.
No, I've not heard anything. We got a video from the staff that was here earlier, and it was flooded, but now it's fine, no problem. Of course, the heat has helped us as well. We can't do anything with what he decides upstairs, how much to pour down.
And the stadium tomorrow?
I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, not heard anything. So everything has been spot on so far for us.
Paul.
Hi, Ollie.
Hiya.
I know you said during the tour you've been happy with the way that Paul has trained and played in the games, but given what he said about his future early in the summer, have you got any concerns about what the fan reaction might be when you get back and play games at Old Trafford?
No, I think our fans know what Paul has given the club and what he can give us, and of course there are some loud, a small minority, and no, Paul has been absolutely top in the group, and I think both me and the players will testify to that he's never ever been a second problem here, and we're just grateful when he performs as well as he does.
刚才的问题呢是对于主帅的，就是关于
Okay, last questions from Paul.
Scott, the manager was talking about team building, team bonding over here. Can you just tell us what you guys have been doing kind of off the pitch to try and get that team spirit improved?
He probably doesn't want to say that in front of me.
Couple of years.
No, obviously we've had a team dinner, and obviously it's nice to get everybody out together and enjoying themselves as a group and having some downtime away from the hotel and playing table tennis and different games like that in the hotel. So obviously it's nice, but we're here to work, we're here to really focus on next season, and we were so disappointed with last season, and now it's about time that we try to get things right, and obviously we've got a tremendous base for that in the coaches and the managers, so it's important that we take all messages on board.
这一季的比赛中呢，我们是有很多的遗憾和失望。现在我们是希望能够改变这个现状，然后有主帅给我们的鼓励和球员自己的努力，我相信能够改变。
And Ollie, just on going back to Romelu, he's missed 4 matches here. You've obviously worked on a lot in those 4 matches. How much of a challenge, I guess, will it be for him to kind of get back into that team when he does get back fit?
Of course, it's never nice to be a player who misses out on important fitness work, but also team building work, as in like team understanding, the tactical approach. So you just have to make up later on then.
再问一下关于这个球员，他因为伤病问题，然后没有能参加前面几场比赛，然后现在他的挑战是该怎么解决？当然呢，作为球员没有能参加季前的训练或者是这些比赛的话是很遗憾的，他只能是努力的去恢复伤病，然后希望自己之后能够补上来。
Okay, thank you.
I can't really confirm what she said is right, but I think she deserves a clap, the translator. I'll keep the answer shorter next time. Thank you.
And Wes got a mention too.
Thank you. Wes.
Thank you very much.